We got a wish request for a little 6-year-old girl who's fighting for her life. And just so you know, for those of you that are new to this story, this is a little girl who has 2 types of childhood brain cancer, 2 rare forms. She has both glioblastoma and GPID. She was told she would never live past 3, and she's 6 today, so God is good. Okay, I think we're like 4 minutes away. You guys excited?
Her name originally came from Evangeline. So when we named her, we began thinking of all the different ways you could abbreviate Evangeline. And really, I was just being silly. And so I threw out, well, there's actually the G-E-L-I, so that's Jelly. She was born, and then Jelly just fit her. And then the bean, because it rhymes with Evangeline. So that's how she became JellyBean. So we processed her original diagnosis 4.5 years ago. Told us at the time she'd probably have about 9 months. And so we just prepared, while at the same time trusting our God, because our God is good. Not that means he's necessarily going to bring healing in this life, but that we can trust him for healing no matter what, because eventually all things will be made new, right? When we moved here at the time, we had debated about bringing our backyard swing set and slide with us, but it was just such a chore to move all that stuff. And so at the time, the thought was, well, we'll get here, we'll settle in for a year, and then I'll start building one. And
she's been pining for a year for a swing set.
You just want to swing and a slide? And you're so sad?
We were trying to save up and look at Craigslist, and thought about trying to build a swing set or do some different things for her, and she's been trying to figure it out, offering to give us her money and her siblings' money. A total stranger from New Jersey sent us a message through her Facebook page, and she said, "Hey, I was reading Evangeline's story, and I really think you should reach out to this group called WIGS and WISHES. I know Martino, we've gone to church together. Desperate moms do desperate things." And I was like, I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna send them an email. And so I wrote it up and I sent it off thinking I'd never hear back. Martino responded the next morning, and I was like blown away.
I'm here in Minnesota, cow country, but I needed balloons. So these 2 lovely women drove 4 hours from where?
Britt, Iowa.
Iowa! But look what they brought! Lord, let the rain go away. Family doesn't know what we're doing. We kicked them out. We're building a massive playground in their backyard. So that's being built right now, but I need to put a lot of color in their backyard. Yep. I don't have a lot of time. I only have 1 pickup truck.
Okay.
JellyBean's favorite superhero is Batman, and he's here. This thing has come together in such an incredible way, I can't take it. You're a unicorn, I love it. Okay guys, let's say let's go!
So having this opportunity for her to play, I mean, even just coming down that hill just recently, watching her run to the swing set and then just going up and down the slide on her own, I mean, that's huge.
Being able to give her what she's like longed for and to see that joy is a big deal.
She's currently undergoing kind of a palliative radiation. The expectation is that'll buy us a few more months, maybe 3 or 4 months. We have a hope that extends beyond this because of what Christ has done for us in the past. So that's where our hope lies. So we braced ourselves and we waited and we continued to shore up hope in that and trusted in our community who rallied around us.
There's a story in the Bible that I've always loved. And Joshua's down in the valley fighting, and that's where God had him. And it says that God's winning the battle with Moses on the hill, even though Joshua had to be in the valley fighting. And Moses was commanded to raise his hands, and he got so weary raising his hands that his friends came alongside and held his hands up for him in this battle. And so I think it shows that we're not alone. I mean, we have an amazing community locally, but to see people step up that we don't even know is a pretty big deal in continuing to fight the battle. She has a spunk and a fire to her that just can't be dimmed, you know, and I just say I think God gave it to her because he knew she'd need it.
I just want to say thank you to all of those that follow us all the time, that follow these journeys of these families and see them through, because you can clearly see we're making a difference. And as to what JellyBean's mother said when they held Moses' arms up because he was so weary, that's what you're doing every day when you volunteer and you share and you like and you post. So until the next time, sleep sweet, because you're making a difference.